How to fill out an income and expense declaration. This packet is designed to help you complete an income and expense declaration, which contains a blank sample form for you to fill out using this guide. If you need further assistance, please contact San Bernardino Superior Court Self-Help or visit their website at www.spcourt.org and click the Self-Help Center link. Important notice: documents filed with the court may become a matter of public record. It is the responsibility of the party or their attorneys to redact any private or confidential information from the forms prior to filing or providing copies to the Department of Child Support Services. Child Support Services may forward documents to the court for you. Child Support Services will not remove or change any information on your forms. There may be times when Child Support Services redacts confidential information for circumstances such as family or domestic violence, otherwise deemed confidential in nature, sealed by the court, or expressed through good cause pursuant to Family Code Section 17212B2. If you have questions, please contact your caseworker at 866-901-3212. Type or print in black ink. Use the numerical icons to fill in the corresponding fields relating to the instructions. If you know the case number, please fill it in. If not known, leave it blank. Print your name, address, and phone number. If not filled in for you, write your local court address here. Fill in the names of the plaintiff, petitioner, and respondent defendant. Fill in the names of the other parent, claimant if it applies to the case. Fill in the information about your job. If you do not have a job, fill in the details about your last job. If you have more than one job, use another sheet of paper and repeat directions A through H on a separate sheet of paper. Make sure to include copies of your pay stub for the last 2 months. Use a dark marker to cross out your Social Security number. Fill in your age and check the yes box if you finished high school. If you check no, fill in the last school grade you finished. Fill out this section if you have taken college classes. Fill out this section if it applies to you. Check A and fill in the year of your last tax return. Also check B if it applies to you. For C, check California or the other if you file taxes in another state and write the state's name. For D, write the number of exemptions you claim when filing your taxes. Write down the total amount the other person in this case makes in a month and explain how you know this. Fill in the date, type or print your name on the left, and sign on the right. Print out first and last names for you and other persons in the case. If it applies to you, fill out A through K and check any boxes which apply. The first column is for money earned last month. For the second column, add up amounts for the past 12 months and then divide by 12 to get the average amount. If you have investments, fill in the amounts. If you fill in the amounts for D, write a description. If you have property, include on a separate page that lists the total money earned on the property and expenses. Fill out this section if you are self-employed. Include a profit and loss statement for each business or a Schedule C form from your tax return. Check additional income if you receive extra money in the last 12 months. Write down the amount and where the money came from. Fill in amounts deducted from your earnings last month if any deductions apply. If you fill out F, you must write an explanation on a separate page labeled Question 10F. List your assets, accounts, stocks, bonds, etc. Put in the total value for each line listed. Print out first and last name for you and other persons in this case. Give information about all persons who live with you. Additionally, check yes or no if a person pays you some of the living expense. For average monthly expense, check the first box if you are estimating expenses or the second box if actual expenses. Check the third box only if you expect these to be your expenses each month. For average monthly expenses, check the first box if you are estimating expenses or the second box of actual expenses. Check the third box only if you expect these to be your expenses each month. List all installment payments and debts you have. This could include your car payments, credit card accruals, etc. First column, fill in the name of the creditor. Second column, describe what the payment is for. Third column, amount of last payment to the creditor. Fourth column, amount still owed. Fifth column, date last payment was made. If you are represented by an attorney or you have paid money to an attorney, complete this section. If not, leave it blank. Do not fill out this section. Please skip to the next page. Print out first and last name for you and other persons on the case. Fill in the number of children you have with the other parent that are under the age of 18. Estimate the amount of time the children are with you and the other parent. If unsure about using percentages, use the space provided to describe the parent's schedules for taking care of the children. Check the first box if your workplace provides health insurance for your children. Otherwise, check the second box. Write the names and addresses of the insurance companies in the space provided. Fill in the monthly amount you pay or would pay to fully cover the children for health insurance. Do not include costs already paid by your job. Fill in monthly amounts that apply to your case and explain your educational or special needs. List any special hardships. Fill in the amounts that apply and the number of months the situation has lasted. Also, if you have children under the age of 18 from other relationships, list their names and ages in the space provided. If you get child support for these children, list the amounts. Lastly, explain why it's hard for you to pay these expenses. In the space provided, you may write other information you want the court to know about your case.